Hello, this is a slideshow presentation about the efficient and sustainability factors of solar energy in Hawaii. We will specifically focus on photovoltaic cells, although there are many other forms of capturing the sun's energy and creating usable energy. In 1839, a 19-year-old man and French experimental physicist named Alexandre Edmond Becquerel first discovered the photovoltaic effect while experimenting with an electrical cell. From that, selenium panels were introduced. But the thing is, selenium was not good enough for solar power because they didn't supply enough energy, so silicon panels were made to use up all of the sun's immense potential. So here's how photovoltaic cells work. Cells generally look like a grid or a waffle. This waffle gives off electrons. The PV cell is actually made up of 3 layers. Here is an anti-reflective layer that makes sure the sunlight does not get deflected and keeps everything in. The second layer is a semiconductor layer with a negative side. Now, when the electrons hit the top side, it knocks them down as more sunlight keeps flowing in. And when they get knocked down, they go down to the bottom layer, which consists of little charges and wires, and then when the electrons get knocked down, they go up and back like this. This process causes an electric current, which in turn goes through these wires and makes electricity, which allows people to use home appliances.
Here are some pros and cons to using solar power. There is only one big con to having PV cells as a power source, and that is that PV cells only work when there is sunlight out. Now, onto the pros of using PV cells. Unlike other sources of energy, both renewable and non-renewable, such as factories and windmills, PV cells produce absolutely no noise or pollution. Since the source of energy is the sun, power will not run out, unlike other non-renewable sources. Solar power is also the safest alternative energy source compared to others. For example, there are no huge blades or towering objects like there are on wind turbines that would pose a safety hazard.
Solar energy can be considered the most useful and common renewable energy source to date. HSCA, Hawaii Solar Energy Association, an MPO that works with Sunetric, is a Hawaii-based, owned, and operated firm specializing in the development of residential, commercial, and public sector renewable energy projects. These MPOs and companies make more jobs in Hawaii because of the increased number of businesses dedicated to providing Hawaii with solar energy, which keeps money here instead of having jobs elsewhere or outside of Hawaii, where they import oil. The state plans to put solar installation on all public schools in Hawaii. That means it must be a great investment. These companies are working towards fulfilling the Hawaii Clean Energy Initiative, in which Hawaii is hoping to be at 70% clean energy by 2030. And that includes a bunch of solar energy. Every little step towards creating a greener lifestyle contributes to saving the planet. If you want to live happily without the fear of global warming constantly on your mind, start considering the usage of alternative energy sources today.